Hello everyone, happy spooky season. Well, it's Friday, we made it through the work week, and I hope you guys have plans on checking out some horror films this weekend. I know I do. I have one in particular that I just unboxed, and after I take a look at it, I will be doing a review on it. So stay tuned for that. It's a very special one. It's probably going to be the one that I consider the release of the year for me anyway. There's nothing really going to top that one. But anyway, today I'm wanting to talk about a film that has become a cult classic in the horror community. Um, you could call it a zombie film, though you could call the creatures in it zombies or revenants. But the film I'm talking about is Tombs of the Blind Dead. It's directed by Armando de Osorio. It was released in 1972. And it stars, I hope I pronounce these names right. If I don't, I apologize, because this film was released in Spain. It was filmed and released in Spain. Lone Fleming, Cesar Berner, and Maria Elena Apron. Again, I apologize if I mispronounce those names. The director, Armando de Osorio, is one of the foremost directors in Spanish horror that was really booming in the 1970s. That was the decade that another Spanish horror star rose to prominence, Paul Naschy, among others. But De Osorio's film catalog, he has a few horror films, but the most notable ones are the Blind Dead films. This is the first in a series of 4 films that feature, well, as the title says, the Blind Dead. They are the reanimated corpses of the Knights Templar from the 14th century, which was a real-life order of holy knights. The fictionalized version in these films were Satanists. They were executed for their practices in black magic, and they return from their graves when the living get too close to them. As the title suggests, they are blind. They cannot see at all, but what they can do is they hunt their victims by hearing them. They can even hear all the way down to their heartbeat, which means that you, even though they're blind, you cannot hide from them, and that's pretty terrifying. Even the classic zombies that we all know and love, you can sort of hide from them because they're really kind of stupid for the most part. These characters, they are not dim-witted, mindless corpses. They're still pretty intelligent. This film was released years and years ago, with the other 3 films in the series in a Coffin DVD set. That Coffin DVD set is long since been out of print. I did have it some years ago, but I actually ended up selling it, and I really regretted that ever since. So if you happen to have that DVD set, you're very lucky. Hold on to it, because it's just going to increase in value, because, as I said, it's long since been out of print. But Synapse Films released this gorgeous Blu-ray of the first film. They also released a standard 2-disc version of this particular release. I happen to be one of the lucky ones that got a hold of the Steelbook 3-disc set. And what we get here is we get we really don't have a front or back. We just have a cover on this side and another cover on this side. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful artwork on this release. You can see the Knights Templar right there. Those are the Blind Dead. There we have them attacking one of their victims. So what we get with this particular release is we get this beautiful slipcover that I just showed you. And we open that up, and we get, this is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We get the Steelbook cover, which has one of the Knights Templar attacking a young lady. And attached to the back is all of the features that we get with the film. I hope you guys can see that. I'll go over some of them in just a second. But this is actually a... this is glue. This is a paper that's listed here. It's actually glued to the Steelbook. I have never removed it. I I actually don't know what's underneath it because I don't want to take it off. But so I'm just going to leave that on there. But anyway, what we get with this release is, again, this is a 3-disc set. And we get, it's a 2K restoration from the original camera negative. The original camera negative being the best source that you can get for a film. Extensive color correction and additional restoration by Synapse Films. It is a limited edition steelbook. It is limited to 4,000 pieces. Packaging and artwork by artist Wes. I hope I'm not going to butcher this guy's name. Wes Benscotter. Limited edition slipcover. And disc 1 includes the original Spanish language and English-Spanish hybrid soundtrack version, so you get 2 different versions of the film on the first disc. On the second disc is the U.S. theatrical release of The Blind Dead. It was the release that was released back in the day. 1080p HD Blu-ray representation of the re-edited U.S. theatrical cut of the film. So it's going to be pretty different from the original Spanish. Now, this is the disc that you don't get in the standard version. It's disc 3. It is the soundtrack to the film. It is an excellent soundtrack, by the way. And we open this up. Let me set this stuff to the side here. We open this up, and here's what we get. We get the 2 Blu-rays. And we get this is the soundtrack to the movie. Beautiful covers. Everything about this release is just gorgeous. I mean, they really put a lot of love and effort into this particular release. And set the case down here. And we also included with this set is a Synapse film catalog. And we get a nice little booklet profiling the movie itself. I mean, there's some posters in here and some bits of information about the film. So let me get all this put back together. Again, guys, this is the first film in a 4-film series, usually referred to as the Blind Dead series. There is Tombs of the Blind Dead, Return of the Evil Dead, The Ghost Galleon, and Night of the Seagulls. All 4 films are worth checking out, but in my opinion, for me, the first one is definitely the best. I do highly recommend checking this film out if you are a fan of Gothic horror, particularly European Gothic horror. If you are a fan of zombie films, I do also highly recommend checking this out. And that's going to be the conclusion to this particular review. I will have more to come. As I said, I just got one in today that I've really been looking forward to, and I will dig into that and let you guys know what I think in an upcoming video. Hit that like button if you don't mind. I'd really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought of the review in the comments, and let me know what you guys might want to see in the future. Just hit me up in the comments, and again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.